Alright everybody, as always, if you guys wanna, if you're a rogue, please be out of stealth. Just so everybody knows you're not the one dueling. Killer, if you can be out of stealth, my man, with these duels. Unless you're the one dueling, be out of stealth, so that nobody gets confused. They know that Taskins is up right now, but we don't really know who's going up against him. Is that gonna be Big Bang? Is it gonna be Big Bang versus Taskins, the Orc versus the Blood Elf? I think it is. I'm gonna come out just so I can see the duels for you guys. Might be, it is Big Bang. I think it is gonna be Big Bang. Yeah, looks like it is Big Bang. And the other guy's a panda. Oh, that's Yenji. I remember you. I remember you. We had a duel with you on Mamunkus. Taskins going in with a very, very interesting opener with a Fist of Fury on start with Touch of Death available, forcing a 40 brew out of Big Bang. Big Bang is just trying to get an incap onto Taskins, actually kind of drop low. Paralyze out of it, and Fist of Fury right afterwards, forcing a Karma out of Big Bang actually, so forced a lot of cooldowns. Now Taskins popping a Karma on his own, casting a Fuse into himself for a little bit of extra heal, casting a Fuse into Big Bang's face, kind of waiting out that Karma as well. Incap coming out, and might be able to get some damage. Big Bang is still at half health. So Taskins had a really interesting opener, but Big Bang is at half health. So there's that. Taskins is still going on, gets his Fist of Fury out of again. Big Bang is dropping under 1 million health. Taskins got a lot of procs, a lot of crits, and actually took him out. What was that? That was probably the most unconventional monk opener that I've ever seen. That wasn't your steady incap into a kick, into whatever, into Fist of Fury. It was really kind of reverse in a way. Except maybe started with an incap, or maybe incap came afterwards. Taskins kind of trying to juke past Tesk room. Taskins and Tesk. The monk and the warrior is what I'll call them, because their names are so similar. The monk kind of goes on the side, continues to line. Wall is up and going up against versus Test, the warrior. Going into full serenity and everything, getting stunned up. That wall was preemptive to take as less damage possible. Test going in with his combo of stun lock, big old Colossus Smash, Rend, and then Whirlwind, getting some damage onto the monk. The monk continues to kite as much as he can. Fist of Fury follows up right after that incap, and I think that was a, not a trinket, that was, I think, a, might have been a Berserker's Rage into a Fear right afterwards. I don't know if Taskins still has a trinket. He might or might not. Has Rend applied to him yet again. Taskins is running after him. The warrior is still on the chase, still on the prowl. Monk is trying to just get away. Just trying to stay away and heal up because he's kind of at a lower health, and Test just doesn't take that much damage. The warrior takes no damage at all. And the monk tried to kind of walk past the guy. Incap came out, tried to roll out of it, out of the Storm Bolt, drop it to about half health. That is full burst, and Avatar, I think, was available for Tesk for quite a moment. Maybe not full Avatar, but that was some huge burst. The monk still continues to kite away. This warrior is actually giving him so much run for the money that incap is not going to last long. He does have adaptation though, so that is the weirdest move ever. Incap doesn't get forced by adaptation. Going into the Fist of Fury so it doesn't force adaptation again. Going in with another stun. No, gets parried on it. It still will have Touch of Death on him. Taskins is dropping low. Karma coming out. It's a Tesk. The warrior cannot execute him. Shouldn't be doing damage into him. Should be running away. But he's taking so much damage even in defensive stance. Goes for a Blade Storm to maybe get away from the monk. But he ends up sealing his own fate. The monk takes him out. An easy lad. Going up next versus the monk. Monk just zooms away. He's like, nope, I don't want to deal with none of that. I'm getting my fuses back up. Easy lad getting him out, up on a mound. Gets a Hodge onto Tesk. Going in for full burst. Shield of Vengeance is up right now on the monk. To counter it, I guess it's not actually going to get proc because Tesk is just getting away from it. Wall is up. Boarded, but actually was so close. Easy lad, he didn't go to the, this. Do you think this guy just, I feel like I got Tom and Jerry. I thought he was a this. I thought he was at this LOS, but he starts running out of this line of sight. What is going on? Teskings is actually getting a full reheal, and I think Easy Lad decided he's just gonna let him reset to full and have a full duel, or he's lagging, or he's trying to play defensive. I'm not really sure what happened. But Easy Lad is now the one playing on a defensive. Taskins is the one trying to approach him, trying to say, hey, how's it going, pretty mama? Going to Fist of Fury onto Serenity. Trinket coming out of Easy Lad, doing so much damage and stuns him on his horse. Trinket coming out of Easy Lad. An early bubble. There's so much damage against the pressured the Paladin. Comboed him so hard. And even Blinding Light, running Blinding Light. Easy Lad needs to get his health back up to full. Taskins, what is he gonna do? Incap coming out, maybe Fist of Fury to follow. I think Easy Lad might have either given up or he's lagging, one or the other. I'm not quite sure, but I think he kind of just decided that this is it, unless this is all of a ruse, and he's gonna turn around and Teskins, as he has no health, just gonna turn around. Teskins is just gonna fall down to the ground, and oh, that didn't work. Wow, so Teskins actually took out the Paladin. I mean, he didn't just destroy him in terms of his health numbers, he whittled him down to the point where the man was just The man was just empty. He was drained physically. Sashimi opened up on Taskins. Sails it out for him for a moment. Taskins decided to literally trinket all of Sashimi's burst. Now Sashimi's going in for full damage on Taskins with a pretty heavy DR, I'm pretty sure, onto Taskins. Incap coming out on Sashimi. Trinket coming out. I think that's what Taskins is playing. He's playing like this very loose, very like a Brewmaster style, like elusive monk. You can't predict his actions. He's just doing all these weird random things. Or maybe he's just going in and face rolling on the keyboard. We have no idea. Dropping Sashimi so low, actually. Even through the parry, Sashimi grapples away. So low on health. One move away. One zoom up to Sashimi. Blinded out in the open. If Sashimi gets a good roll, he might be able to do it if he can utilize loaded dice. He might actually be able to do something here. Taskins needs to catch up on health, trying to catch up to the rogue, gets sapped on. Doesn't go for healing or anything. What's up, Sashimi? How you doing, my man? What's up, dude? I'm just watching the duels, man. I think Sashimi's just going to wait out, gonna get his health back, gonna do a few concoctions. Nope. Saps Taskins as he tried to go for some healing. Another sap comes in. Is that going to be full opener? No, I think Taskins just might go for an eye. It looks like Sashimi is just teasing him a little. Yeah, and he decided to just dragon kick it. Just so he cannot get sapped while getting the eye, and still gets opened by Sashimi into a cheap shot. In cap reverse onto Sashimi. Taskins going up with his Fist of Fury opener into a kick, into some punches, into his artifact weapon. Takes out Sashimi, but can Yandere take out this elusive monk? This guy is like literally a brewmaster. He makes them weirdest plays, the weirdest moves, but it's all calculated. He's playing 4D chess. This is some 9,000 IQ strats. Yandere, I think, went for a stun, and Taskins just zoomed out of there. Right, literally pixels away from that stun and zoomed out. Got his healing, so Yandere won't have that opener unless it was a different ability that looked like a leg sweep. Yandere is trying to get a in-cap on him. Taskins continues to run. He's not touching that. He's waiting for something. He's waiting for cooldowns or anything. He's so much faster than him unmounted. Now Taskins is mounted up. Just gonna have that mount Jingaloo going up. Goes in for an in-cap himself. Fist of Fury with Serenity full uptime. Yandere gets a trinket. Goes in for Fist of Fury themselves. Actually learning from this other monk. Getting hit with a stun by Taskins. Probably gonna respond with the stuns themselves though. Oh my god. Both of these guys are so low on health. And it looks like Taskins is the one chasing Yandere's booty. Getting hit with a karma, and he just runs off, man. He runs off and then ports away to the other side. Starts healing the fuses. Yandere wants him to commit. Yandere wants him to put the ring finger on it. Commit to this relationship and hit me with that karma. But Fist of Fury coming out of Taskins. He's just denied. Touch of death. I think Yandere is starting to either give up or, I mean, he just stood still for just quite a moment. Like, I'm pretty sure he's so confused. Like, what the hell is going on? Touch of death does hit Yandere. Not only he can only do the in-cap coming out. Taskins continues to be as offensive as possible here. I mean, he got some Pepe memes going on and everything. Like, the amount of offense he has. Holy shit, this guy's going ham. Fist of Fury in the air just to punch there. In-cap comes out. Can Yandere reverse this? Is a possibility. Going for Fist of Fury themselves. Trying to get as much damage as possible. Touch of Karma coming out. Taskins though. That Touch of Death is probably going to end it and finish it. Taskins could just AFK and wait for that Touch of Death to finish the duel. And that Touch of Death does take. Yandere is going to take so much Karma damage. That Fist of Fury ends it all. Oh my god, who is this monk? Hello? Who is this guy? Who is this dude? What just happened? This guy played so weird. He played in the most weird fashion for a monk that I've ever